Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on, set, go!
Give up the gut to Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Colts will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They go again with Taylor. And they crush him right near the mark. But, yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Dump off to his fullback. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Putting a receiver in motion. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Play action with Richardson. Still going inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He brings it in. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and goal, here's Taylor. Scores, touchdown Indy. The Colts have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it at the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get it down to a single point. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco ready. Go.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
Here's 2nd and 11. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out.
60 Bison.
They give to Taylor, right side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
From the 32. He put everything he had into this one. That's cut at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They are throwing it again. It's inside the 10. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's go now.
Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Working quickly here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Man in motion here. Richardson on 3rd. Catch made by Mitchell. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Colts trying to make some noise before halftime. Running right, this is Taylor. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Taylor again. And he'll go down here at the 16. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They're going play action. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. The lateral goes haywire, fumble. And the Seahawks pick it up. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell.
You get down in these compacted areas, Kate, and things happen so fast. Those defenders, well, they fly around the field between the 20s, but you get inside the red zone, and they deliver with some viciousness. And that time the hit, it knocks the ball free and gives that defense a possession.
Throwing now, following the turnover. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Cup 19. Let's go. 18. Pioneer. Hey, check that. Street. Cowboy 80. Ready?
He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
He'll throw it. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. They get 28 out of that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes the pocket. Launching deep down the right sideline. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Back to throw it. Got a man. Palmer has doesn't. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. He finds Laporta. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's a give to Taylor. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now a run with Taylor. Works his way to the 35. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To the ground with Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying with Walker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. On 3rd down, Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. He fires one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 now. He rolls to his right. Cut near the goal line. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense up to the line fast. This is Walker on second. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First and 10 from the 41. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 from the 41.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready?
Running with Walker again. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Come 19, come 19, let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey. Wk8. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat.
And off to Walker from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Head to 60. Head to 60. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Yeah, and this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A run here with Taylor. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Offense in the hurry up here. They've got a man in motion. Richardson back to throw. This finds Mitchell, complete.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 15. First down, Indianapolis.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Colts have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through the 4th. They're set up at the 35 now. Taylor trying the left side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Man in motion out of the slot. Here's 2nd and 11. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
70 Lions. Nothing 19.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This one falls incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
A give left side to Taylor. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They send a man in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Trying again following the sack. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Offense up to the line fast. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21.
Seahawks 14. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go. Check go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Brought in right side. They get 22 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up second and 18.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He sends this one to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
70 Lions. Go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Shut up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Go street.
Motioning the tight end now.
Warriors 70. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
First down throw here from Richardson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now it's second down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Strike at 60. Top low 18. Hut, hut.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
Trap 60.
Richardson on 3rd. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts put up even more points in a win. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Bronco 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Walker on 1st down. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 3rd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trying to do some window dressing. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Back to throw, needing a first. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
I get it. It's already over. Oh, man. Why you do that?
That's bullshit. That's a fucking
look at this. He's set up to throw. Portal with the grab. And they hold him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for Indianapolis first down.
And when he lets us hold down the nation now, you like to miss the girls. Don't see what you can used to. Or you can tell me everything you know about Lowe's. And you're
putting
not
the receiver in motion.
Damn, why that clock going so fucking fast?
That's it, 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Just sign the agreements. Here and here.
Here's a handoff for Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet, have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That's what Josh Hart does best.
Wow, they're going to pass it here.
Things that impact winning toughness. That's winning on the play.
Tutty.
Tutty. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what
Crank him up, Nick.
Brock has been a dominating performance.
Crank him up.
Really in all phases, too.
Crank him up.
This would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. You got to give credit where it's
Crank
due.
him up.
Offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now the Colts leaving the offense out there. They're going to try for 2. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead.
Josh Hart, that was smart. Massar Thompson, knowing that Josh Hart has that 3rd foul, goes right at him. There was a lot of contact there on that play. The Knicks don't approve of that foul, but Thompson played so well in Game 5. Defensive pressure.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Just great awareness of the situation there with Josh Hart.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
So Thompson is prepared.
Come on, brother. Let's go.
Plus 2.5. Early stages, 3rd quarter. Thompson can tie it.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
65. activity there.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Right there.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just swing the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
It's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Penetration by Bridges. They're getting all that 3-point shot.
One final shot here.
Score in top 3.
Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough.
Good game, big dog.
So it's the Colts who come away with
It's not no nano, stupid ass.
this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue. They've been the best team in football over the last month. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Colts are winners, as we say so long from Seattle.
Ride by heart. Everyone sat around and watched. And Anobi able to just slide right in there, anticipating the miss. There's one or two misses there. No one blocked out Anobi. Now second personal on Cade Cunningham. That's the 4th foul against Detroit. There's still a 9:02 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Knicks have 1 team foul. The Knicks are a perfect 14 of 14 at the free throw line. They lead Detroit by 3. Cunningham picked up by Anunoby. Screen Durant. Cunningham lets it fly. Rebound, Bridges has got it for New York. But he gives it right away to Thompson. Thompson Euros. It's blocked by Bridges. Thompson retrieves it. Now the Pistons will slow it down. Cunningham feed Hardaway. Body bump. Hardaway misses on a floater. Rebounded by Hart. Ahead. Anunoby. Leak out. Couldn't jam it. Foul. Cunningham. They're good defense. Securing the defensive rebound. Josh Hart pushing the break. And Anunoby with 2 hands going to the rim. You saw Cunningham grabbing the wrist. Arm trying to contest.
Okay.
That's 3 fouls now on Cade Cunningham. And they're over the limit. And Anunoby gives New York a 4-point advantage. Anunoby shooting it at 80% of the free throw line. There you go. There who goes?
I see you out there, Ma.
Giving out numbers, that qualifies. No more numbers. Offensive foul. Yeah, right there. Jalen Duran coming up to set a screen. I thought Cunningham maybe went a little bit too soon. Didn't let Duran get there. Great job by Anunoby trying to fight through that screen, making the officials call an illegal screen on that play. And grab that as number 3 on Jalen Duran. Expect Brunson now to get the ball, considering Detroit is